Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about metals and non-metals part 3. Part 1 and part 2 you can check it in the description box. It is there. Then in part 3 we are going to learn chemical properties of metals with reaction with base and displacement reaction. The next one, reaction of non-metals with oxygen and with water. Then reaction with base in chemical properties of metal. The next one, reaction with base. We already learned reaction with water, reaction with oxygen, reaction with acids. We learned in the last class. Now reaction with base. Metals react with base such as sodium chloride. That means metals like what? Iron, copper, aluminium, gold. If these metals reacted with sodium chloride like that bases, sodium chloride is a base, then to produce what? Hydrogen gas. Mainly metals react with base to form what? Hydrogen gas will be forming. The next property, chemical properties of metal is displacement reaction. It's important one, displacement reaction. That means what do you mean by displacement reaction? Displacement reaction are those in which a more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal. That means there will be two metals will be there. Then one metal will be reacted with another metal solution. Okay, that means iron, here you can see iron is one metal and copper also is a one metal, but iron is reacted with copper sulfate. That means here more reactive metal is iron. That's why this iron will be taking what? Sulfate. This iron will be taking sulfate from this copper sulfate solution. Then the color will be changed and it is changed into green color. That means iron is reacted with iron is a metal, it is reacted with the copper sulfate solution. Copper sulfate solution is this one, blue color solution. And after a few hours we can see that this iron nail color will be taking for this from the solution. The sulfate is taking the iron. That means iron is a more reactive metal than copper. Then it is changed into iron, that means iron sulfate, that means ferrous sulfate we can say. Iron is a Fe, we are saying as a Fe, that means iron sulfate also you can say ferrous sulfate. Then this ferrous sulfate, this solution is called what? Ferrous sulfate. That means here is changed into green color and form what? Copper in the iron nail. The iron nail is changed as a copper. Then we can see that the nail will be changed. The nail color will be changed. That means after this reaction, here more reactive metal is iron compared to copper. Here there is no the second water, that means the second solution there will be no change. Again if it is keeping like this means there will be no change because iron sulfate solution is this one. Copper is not taking what? Sulfate again from this solution because it is less reactive. Copper is less reactive than iron. Then next displacement reaction is zinc. In the case of zinc and sulfate solution, that means we taken a zinc pieces. Then if you keep it in a copper sulfate solution is a blue color solution. We are taken the zinc and keep it in a copper sulfate solution. What will happen? This zinc, that means this zinc will be included. That means it is forming as a zinc sulfate solution. That means what? The colorless solution will be forming and this zinc piece that is changed into copper. This is the displacement reaction. Then next one, reaction of nonmetals, reaction of metal we finished. That in that we learned reaction with oxygen, reaction with water, reaction with acid, reaction with base, and displacement reaction. These 5 reactions we learned in the chemical properties of metals. The next one, reaction of nonmetals in chemical properties, that means reaction with oxygen. Nonmetals reaction with oxygen. In that, nonmetals react with oxygen to form a non-metal oxide. That means sulfur is a what? Non-metal. It is reacted with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide. Sulfur is reacted with oxygen to form what? Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur is we are symbol is using S. Oxygen we are using O2. Then it is forming sulfur dioxide. Here we got sulfur dioxide, that is a gas. Then after that, this gas we are dissolved in the water. That means sulfur dioxide we are added water, then shake it. After that we will be getting a solution. That means that solution is sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid. Then here we can check with it is what? Acid or base. How we can check? Blue or red litmus paper we can use. If because from the name itself we know sulfurous acid, but if a solution we got, how we will be checking by using blue litmus paper. It is changed into red, it is showing that it is a acid. Okay. Reaction with oxygen, nonmetals react with oxygen to form metal oxide. Maybe it is acid or it is basic. Then first example is sulfur is reacted with oxygen to form sulfur dioxide, and it will be checking by adding water. Then we are checking by using litmus paper. Blue litmus paper is changed into red. We can say that it is a acid. Then how we can check that? The activity is first one, take a powdered sulfur in a metallic cap. That means metallic cap we can use, or spoon we can use, and it is connected with a string. And after that keep it input it what? Sulfur powder in this metallic cap. After that insert the spoon into the glass jar. Before that we have to what? Heat it. After heating we have to put it in a jar and close the jar. Then after that take this metallic cap outside, then add little water into this jar. Then shake it well and take the solution. If you are checking with blue litmus paper, it will be changed into what? Red. It is forming, it is showing that is what? Acid. The next one, reaction of non-metal. Reaction of non-metals only. Oxygen we learned. The next one, reaction with water. Generally, non-metals don't react with water. Generally, non-metals not reacted with water because they may be very reactive in air. Air only. Non-metals will be reactive only in air. Then such nonmetals are stored in water. That's why nonmetals will be very reactive with air. That's why most of the nonmetals is stored in, that means phosphorus. Mainly phosphorus is very reactive nonmetal. That means the phosphorus is a very reactive nonmetal. It is catches the fire when exposed to air. It is contact with air and forming fire. That's why this phosphorus we are storing in water. We are storing in water, not in air. We are storing in water. Then the next important notes are non-metals not reacted with acid. They reacted with base to form complex products will be forming. The only liquid non-metal is bromine. Only one liquid non-metal is that is bromine. Okay, thank you all. I think you all are understood the metals and non-metals. Thank you.